Friday. I was told we're entering the airwaves a little bit late today. I guess it's 2:05 right now, a little bit late. What happened, Solana? I saw that you said they were talking about Leroy's printer, and so that had to be resolved.
Yeah, it appears Leroy is waging a war against HP.
And so that flopped into our show. The war flopped into our show.
They had to settle things with Hewlett-Packard, so I don't know what else to tell you, man. Good luck, Leroy. I'm rooting for you.
I'm going to text Howard. He's going to lose that one.
Thoughts and prayers.
He's going to lose that one.
Who wins tonight, Knicks or Spurs?
Spurs are going to win, have to win. I saw an image that anybody that loses, like no one's ever won if they lose 2 games at home. The Spurs have to win tonight. So I'm going to say yes, the Spurs.
Solana?
God, I hope the San Antonio Spurs win tonight. I need a Spurs victory like I need oxygen.
I mean, could you imagine Madison Square Garden Monday night if they're up 2-0? Oh my God!
Amazing.
Oh my God!
This is where Solana and me differ. Amazing. That is a great atmosphere, a great fan base. Been waiting for this for what? It's like 27 years. Like that's what sports is about.
I agree, but I don't want to see that. So, and I think the Spurs are the better team. I'm picking the Spurs tonight. I'm betting the Spurs tonight. The line is up to 6.5. Now, remember, game 1 was Spurs minus 4.5. And then at the beginning of the week, or I guess yesterday, it was 5.5. It is now Spurs minus 6.5. I believe I'm going to bet the Wemby over. It's 27.5. I think he is going for a 40 burger tonight.
I like that.
Okay.
I just think he has to go right at Karl Anthony Towns.
Brunson is 25.5.
Yeah, I can't pull the trigger either way on him. I just don't know.
What about Cat? Because I don't like Cat. I think he's going to let you down, but he had a great game 1. He's actually had a great playoffs. His is 16.5. I'm thinking about going his over, even though I don't like his game.
I just feel like Wemby goes right at him. I think the league and the refs understand that Wemby has to get every call, by the way. Maybe you get Cat in foul trouble early. Maybe you just kind of flip things on their head. The way that you saw 2 nights ago or 1 night ago, you'll see the opposite tonight. I just feel like Wemby dominant game incoming tonight. Karl Anthony Towns regression to the Crowder mean tonight.
I hope Mitch Johnson puts Wemby back in the inside, puts him back in the box, finds a way. I don't know the answer to it. I don't know basketball that well, but there is no way you should have a 7'4" guy playing outside of the arch every single damn possession.
It's like what we talked about yesterday. Maybe you'll start to see that next season or future seasons. You ain't seeing it tonight. They are not. They're in the NBA Finals because of the way they played basketball all season long, and it's all because of Wemby. You ain't changing it after 1 game.
Teach him the dream shake. You remember the dream shake, Hopper? Old enough? Teach him the dream shake.
Yesterday was the conclusion of Dolphins' mandatory mini camp. There were no real stories, which I think is a good thing, right? Like the last 4 seasons, it's been like, oh, does Mike McDaniel have control of the team? I mean, last season was really like it was ramped up to a big level of, hey, who's really running this team? Does anyone respect Mike McDaniel? Like there were storylines, there were narratives, there were plot lines. None of that this mandatory minicamp, right? I mean, literally none of that.
But also there's the storylines of, is this quarterback going to take the next step? Is this running back going to do this? Is this defense going to, galvanize? Like there aren't those stories as well. So on your side, there's no negative stories, but Hawk, there's also no positive stories.
Well, there shouldn't be. They're the worst team in the league. There's a reason that they are at the bottom of ESPN's power rankings. There's a reason that their over-under total is 4.5. The only storylines that there could be, honestly, are personalities, fit for the team, holdouts, none of those, even though Devon Achane wasn't participating. Like, obviously, he's signed, sealed, delivered. So the football stuff, man, you just got to put that aside till next season. I want to see a miracle as well. The more stories I read, because all these, season-long previews are coming out. I'm reading a whole bunch. I was reading the ESPN power rankings. Like, this Dolphins team is looked at as the worst team in the NFL. Period. End of story. You are hard-pressed to find a single writer or analyst who does not believe the Miami Dolphins are the worst team in the NFL.
And Halfley and Sully, think about that. If they get to 7 wins, that's amazing.
A miracle. That's a miracle.
If he can will them and X and O them to 7 wins, that is a miracle. And if Devon Achane does, I will volunteer my efforts. I will go to the facility and I'll carry him in like a bride every meeting and carry him back to his truck and put him in the car. Because that's kind of our thing. Like, what else do we have? We have Devon Achane.
That's it.
And that's a scary thing to say, but we know we're on a rebuild. We know we have $150 million in dead cap money. It is what it is.
Well, mandatory minicamp has come to a finish.
You think Devon Achane will let me carry him like a bride into meetings?
No, Jakeem Grant would have, though. But I do think, I just think it's a positive that you come out of mandatory minicamp and it's not like, oh, did they hire the right guy? Oh, did you see Malik Willis? Like, there's none of that, which is perfect. That's all. That's all. That to me is the best scenario coming out of mandatory minicamp. Is like, nothing really happened. They ran around.
Hawk, are we taking our expectations down a little bit?
We have to. I'm telling you, I have spent this week reading because there's all these preview articles coming out, and like I said, the power rankings. They are looked at now. Could all the analysts be wrong? Sure. How many times do you see it on, Monday Night Football and everybody's got their pick and it's the exact opposite of what happened? So could they be wrong? Yes. I'm just telling you there is near consensus around the league from people who cover the league that this Dolphins team is the worst team in the NFL. And by the way, hard to argue that roster-wise, and it's hard to argue that when a team is bad and they bring in a whole new regime the following season, that all of a sudden they're great. Like, you give that new regime time to build it up. So I don't think that they're going to be a surprise. I hope they are, but they're going to be, according to all the analysts, the worst team in the NFL.
Unfortunately, this season isn't about wins and losses. It's about evaluating whether it's the new draft picks, whether it's the new coaching staff, whether it's the new quarterback. Like, that's what we're going to have to embrace, I think, as a fan base, right? Did Caden Proctor, will he look like a first-round pick, a top 15 pick? Which wide receiver that they drafted is going to actually look like somebody who can be either wide receiver 1 or at the very least a starter on an NFL roster? I asked Omar yesterday, which year 2 or year 3 player is taking that next step? And can Malik Willis at the very least show like he looks like a starting quarterback in the NFL? That's what we're going to have to embrace this year. That's not fun. That's boring. that sucks. But yeah, that's where you are.
But the progression of it, like, I wouldn't say the Eagles, because when the Eagles had Peterson, they already were going to went to the Super Bowl, and then Nick Sirianni gets there. But like the Commanders, when Dan got there and they took him to the NFC Championship with McVay, when McVay went to LA, McVay turned the entire organization around. And then the best example is Dan Campbell and the Lions. The Lions were irrelevant for 3 decades. Dan Campbell gets there, and now everybody talks about them in the NFC. But that bumper year is what we're in, and it's tough to talk about a bumper year, but that's what we're expecting.
And also those teams you mentioned had proven quarterbacks. As much as Jared Goff wasn't looked at as a superstar, like he was still a proven NFL quarterback. Malik Willis isn't that.
Yeah.
The Lions projection, or the Lions trajectory, I should say, when Dan Campbell gets there, I would sign up for that 10 times out of 10. Here's why. They go 3-13-1. They tied a game. Dan Campbell's first year, Crowder. That sucks. And I remember people talking about in Detroit, is Dan Campbell going to survive this? And Detroit stuck with Dan Campbell. Year 2 in 2022, they go 9-8. And then year 3 and year 4 were 10-win seasons. I think they go 12-5, and then they won 15 games last year as well. It'll suck this year, and maybe next year being 9-8 or whatever, 8-9, 9-8. But if you have a 12-5 season and you get to win a playoff game 3 years from now, that to me is the baseline. That's the trajectory. Win a playoff game in 3 years, and every year build on your record. If you don't, then do it again. Like until it works. That is something that has been done time and time again over the past decade in the NFL. 3-year rebuilds.
Except by us. It's literally been done time and time again, except by the Dolphins.
Yep.
It's true. It's crazy. It's maddening.
Insane.
The Jets had Rex Ryan years. Man.
No, everyone does it. And it really,
We
I have to
don't.
tell you, the McDaniel trajectory looked like it was working that way. McDaniel and Tua, it looked like it was working that way.
2023? We're the number 1 offense in the league.
Yep.
Oh, okay, we got
Win a
action.
playoff game.
Let's go win a playoff game. We're an offensive team. I'm a defensive guy, but I understand we're an offensive team. And then the train falls off the track so easily.
Well, yeah, when the train is made out of paper mache, I mean, the track isn't going to hold it.
Let's get headlines. Happy National Donut Day, everybody. Clay Ferrero is going to join us today. Lee Sterling is going to join us today. We've got our final pair of tickets to see Def Leppard at Hard Rock Live in October. We will give away those tickets at 4:40 this afternoon. 4:40 this afternoon, so make sure you are listening. Headlines are brought to you by Durrell Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Kia. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
Hawk, I got to bring up quickly. Somebody in the chat, Hawk. You can't wear a quarter zip with 97 degrees. It's so hot outside.
Yeah, but I'm doing the show inside. I've
So
got
you
air
put your
conditioning.
quarter zip back
Solana and I
on
were
when you get
freezing.
inside.
Solana and I did the show yesterday in hoodies because it was so freezing. Why do I have to dress for outside when I'm inside?
But it's 97 degrees.
Not in my house.
You got to put quarter zip. It's quarter zip weather.
In my house, it's quarter zip weather. If I was doing the show at the pool, I wouldn't be wearing a quarter zip.
Okay. Because it's hot as hell outside. I was outside throwing baseballs to Chan this morning. I almost passed out.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear a quarter zip or a hoodie outside today. I wouldn't wear pants outside today.
Okay. Because it is devil weather outside. It's so hot.
It's not even summer hot yet.
Goodness gracious.
It's gonna be hot. This summer is going to be ridiculous.
It's the humidity today, man. Like you step outside and you
You're
just feel
sopping wet.
Yeah, you feel like you jumped in a pool of.
Because I
how
just came back
humid
from Vegas. You know, I was in Vegas for 4 days. And I mean, it is desert hot, obviously. But it's different when there's no humidity in the air.
Yeah.
Like you walk outside in South Florida, you are sopping wet from the humidity. You walk outside in Vegas, it's like a blow dryer is blowing air in your face. But it's not wet.
And that bottom lip's about to be dry. I know
Oh
your
my
bottom lip's
God.
dry.
Man.
I'm in a batting cage, no shade, throwing 180 baseballs at Lil Chan. I got dizzy. I said, Chan, we got to go.
It's
He was like, why? What's wrong? You have to go to work? I said, no, I need to live.
RMS says, pray for me while I deliver mail listening to you guys. Yes, you are doing God's work, my friend. Inside the truck, outside the truck. I don't think those postal trucks are air conditioned.
What? No.
Yeah.
That can't be right. No, that can't be right.
Because the doors are always open. They're going in and out or whatever, so they have fans there. I do not believe the postal trucks are air conditioned.
That sounds like literally torture. Driving around in South Florida, in Miami, really driving around anywhere, but in South Florida without air conditioning. I don't care if your windows are open the whole time. I just have the AC on full blast the entire time. Set it to
RMS
Arctic.
says the new ones are. Yeah, the old trucks do not have air conditioning.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
I don't think the UPS trucks, you can check with the Tree. I don't think the UPS trucks are air conditioned.
Keep that.
For real.
I had to sit in the truck and just sit there, and both Chan and Chaz are in the car. Daddy, what's wrong? I said, man, I'm trying to live. I just sat in the air for about 15 minutes before we drove home. It was hot.
You know you're getting old when before you can put the car into gear, you're like, let's just hang out for a second.
Man, I listened to Tobin and Leroy for about 15 minutes and said,
everybody ready to go? Yeah, we've been ready to go for like 11 minutes. Everybody good? Ready to roll?
Had me some seltzer water. I was set.
You drive home with no radio on, just complete silence, just to like.
I've done that where I'm so hot I can't even have the radio on. I can only concentrate on getting cool.
I do that when it's like the rain is really bad. You know, like those rainstorms, you're driving on the highway or maybe you're going somewhere and you can't see in front of you. I turn off music or the radio to concentrate, which is just ridiculous. Like, how is that?
I do that when I'm looking for a place I haven't been to before and I'm getting closer to the place. I turn the radio off.
You can concentrate.
It's the dumbest thing, but it's like, we're almost here. And turn the radio off.
No more yacht rock. We got to find this restaurant.
Yeah, I got to concentrate. Enough ambrosia. I got to concentrate.
I saw some screenshots of Game 3 prices for MSG, and they're rising and rising and rising. The resale market is insane right now. They win Game 2. They go back with a chance to go up 3-0. That place is, to Crowder's point, is going to be insane.
They go up 2-0. They got the series. And all my bets are ruined. But no, I'm enjoying it. And like I said, even Cat, y'all know I don't like Cat, but Cat, the way he played last game 1, if he keep playing like that, they can't lose. Fear.
Brunson, if they have a Wemby stopper, then that's it. You're done.
Okay. So this is my frustration with Mitch Johnson. You saw how OKC tried to play Wemby.
Are you going to try to change Wemby's game again right now for Game 2?
But, Hawk, you didn't think Mike Brown would do the same thing that they did with Hartenstein and Hochman? We sat around and talked about it.
They're going to do the same thing to him, and Wemby is going to take Cat to the bucket all night long. You're just going to see a different Wemby. He was in the wrong mindset. He's got it tonight.
Thank you so much for telling me that, because that little fadeaway, 7'4" fadeaway was Gabardino. The game 1 that was not working. He hit. He hit. Didn't he hit the side of the backboard one time
on one possession? Twice on one possession.
Hey, somebody should have. Champagne. He should have smacked his mouth on the sideline. You hit the side of the backboard, Wemby.
Still more of the basket than Champagne hit on every attempt in the second half.
Champagne wasn't a good reference. You're right.
Crowder, no joke. My guess is first 5 minutes of the game, they're going to attack Karl Anthony Towns, not just Wemby, everybody, to get him into foul trouble.
Yep.
That would be what I would do. I'd get switches on Cat, Vassell, Castle. I don't care if Kelly Olynyk checks into the game. Drive at Karl Anthony Towns, get him into foul trouble, try to get OG Anunoby into foul trouble, and they're going to rough up Brunson a little bit today. Like, I expect a lot of adjustments from the Spurs. But, bro, like, That's what Wemby does. Catches at the perimeter or sets the screen.
I hate it.
And that's what he does. He is
But
not
sometimes
utilized-
he goes to the bucket, and it's literally in one step. He just couldn't do it against Cat. He's going to do it tonight.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And also, we didn't give enough credit to OG One Kenobi. He can
That's
play
right.
too.
Yeah.
Is our guy K-Space, who's on the chat all the time, is he an air conditioning guy? He says, I'll come out of an attic after working on a customer's house, and they're standing there asking, why is it not cold yet, while I'm dripping in sweat? Yeah, you got to let the air conditioner work a little bit before you ask the AC guy, why isn't the house cold yet?
I don't think it should be assault if you just pop somebody's lips just softly. That's a little tap on somebody's face.
Los Marlins, they open up a 3-game weekend series. They got the Tampa Bay Rays here tonight. Ryan Gusto gets the start for the Fish. He's going up against
Who?
Drew Rasmussen. Ryan Gusto,
Who's that?
a pitcher.
I got that part.
RG.
Who is he?
Ryan Gusto.
I mean, is he new? Is he a call-up? Is it like, do you know anything about him? You said it very casually. Ryan Gusto on the mound tonight. I felt like I should know him.
I said it very casually, hoping there'd be zero follow-ups. I'll get an update. I'm going to text Steven Strom from our Marlins.
I'm just curious
radio
where he
network.
came from. I didn't know if he.
No, well, his record is 0-0 with a
Right.
with a 9 ERA.
Okay.
A what ERA?
A 9.
I believe he said 9.
0.9? Not goodness.
Huh.
He pitched against the Nationals on June 2nd, and he gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, 3 earned.
Did he start, or was he coming out of the pen?
He came out of the pen. He only pitched 2 innings.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get a little bit more info from Steven Strom. Honestly,
No, I can
don't
see
know.
if they saw that in a couple of innings, you probably want to have him start.
That's tonight. You can listen to the game right here on FM 104.3
They're just-
WQAM.
They're depleted. Their rotation is so depleted. Everybody's on the injured list.
Yeah.
My bad.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is hot, like we just discussed.
Turn your radio down.
When I was going to show you, when I throw BP for Chan, when I walk into the cage, I play the what's it called? Trumpets.
With the Mr. Met.
Blaster jacks. Yeah.
Yeah, I play that when I walk in the cage to get behind the net for BP, and he just shakes his head, and he's very embarrassed by me.
I like that.
I imagine you do the same thing as you're cooking your meal and walking to your bed to eat it. You know, that weather report is brought to you by our friends at Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
It is so hot, you got to turn your radio off. Clay Ferrero is going to join us in the next segment. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel like it. If your energy is low, your sleep is off, your weight won't budge, you got brain fog, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, Atlantic Men's Clinic. If you're suffering with less energy and less drive and not feeling like yourself, you deserve to feel your best. It's why I started going to Atlantic Men's Clinic for testosterone. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you lose that weight and have more energy and improve your sleep and increase your sex drive and helping you feel like you used to feel. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they really are the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. They have treated many men for low T successfully, including me, and I'm telling you, you're going to notice the difference. Atlantic Men's Clinic, so glad that I go there. Wish I'd gone there sooner. In fact, most guys listening right now, they'll wait a year or longer before they call. There is no need to wait. You don't have to ignore the signs. You can call right now and take those first steps towards feeling better again. Call them at 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or visit atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Crowder and Solana Show.
But now I've got an entire squid and quail egg in my mouth. All right, before we get to Clay Ferrero, to remind everybody the summer of soccer is here. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $250 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, text the word KIT, K-I-T. It's how they say jersey in soccer talk. Text KIT. Is that how they say jersey, Solana, or is that the entire outfit, I guess?
You could definitely call it the entire uniform, a kit, but certainly you'd refer to a jersey as a kit as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I didn't like the dismissive tone that you said that.
In soccer talk. That wasn't
But
dismissive.
you're like, that's how they call it.
In soccer talk, they call the field the pitch. They call the food scran. I love soccer talk. I wasn't being dismissive.
Okay, all right, my fault. I thought you were. It felt like you were.
No, I'm the biggest sponge when it comes to soccer. All of a sudden, I've been asking you all these questions.
Okay, all right. My fault.
He's been on edge all day.
I'll tell you what, he's hot. It's very hot out there. Text the word KIT, K-I-T, to 20357. That's 20357. If you want more info, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Do not text and drive. Clay Ferrero is a sports anchor at Local 10 right here in Miami, where it's very hot. He's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Do you talk soccer lingo when you're talking about soccer, Clay? Will you say it's a draw? Will you say it's 1-0 instead of 1-0? Will you say it's a good-looking pitch instead of a good-looking field? Like, will you pick up the lingo when you're talking about soccer?
I am selective. I will never use the word scran. What in the
That's mostly Londoners, and we follow this Twitter account, Solana and I, called Sports Scran. Is it Sports Scran or Footy Scran?
There's like 4 of them now, but they're all equally as great.
Like, you just see the different food offerings at stadiums around the world, some of them not what I would call appetizing by American standards, and you're like, oh my God, keep me away from the scran at Romania National Stadium.
Yeah, more like scram. Get out of here.
Yeah, scram.
Right?
But you'll use pitch. You'll use kit?
I'll use pitch. Nil, I kind of draw the line on that one. Pitch, draw, I'm good with those. Yeah, I think nil just feels a little bit forced.
I love using nil when it comes to soccer. I don't know why. I love that.
Crazy.
Let's start using that for baseball too, Solana.
For everything.
All right.
Every sport. Nil.
Our ratings are nil.
I hope not.
That's a drop if I've ever heard one.
Who did you pick in the Knicks Spurs series before game 1? And now, what are your thoughts after watching game 1 Wednesday night?
So Spurs, I picked before, and I'm not changing that. I do think there's a bit of an overreaction to game 1 in general, and I'm old, so I'm old enough to remember plenty of finals, but specifically one that comes to mind, 2 of them actually. I mean, you had the Memorial Day massacre with the Celtics and Lakers, and then more recently, although still a ways back, remember when Allen Iverson just single-handedly beat the Lakers in that NBA Finals and stepped over Tyronn Lue, and then the Lakers just steamrolled them in the other 4 games. I think, game 1, some weird stuff can happen. I think it was pretty clear that, look, give the Knicks a ton of credit. They came out and were very physical, and the idea, I'm sure, being that by the end of that game, the Spurs were going to be exhausted when you combine the physicality the Knicks were throwing at them and coming off that grueling 7-game series. So, now, obviously, if the Spurs lose tonight, the compass changes quite a bit. But, if the Spurs win tonight, then obviously I think game 3 and game 4 will tell us a lot about what the rest of the series is going to look like. But I'm not shifting off of the Spurs yet.
And I'm with you, Will, on the Spurs. But my frustration in Hawkins.
Oh, man.
What's that?
Oof.
Called him Will.
Yeah.
I called him Will?
Yeah.
We look so much alike.
I don't know. What is a proper apology here, Clay? Like, do you think it's monetary? Should he Venmo you something? Like, there has to be some sort of punishment.
Clay, I love you.
I mean, I'm not. Well, that was more than enough. That was, you can't buy love.
Clay.
Well, listen, I was just in Vegas for 4 nights, and you can certainly make a down payment.
Oh man, that was well done. Well done.
You can get some love, Clay. Sorry, Clay. Love you to death. The thing that we've been going back and forth with is I'm so frustrated that OKC with Hartenstein and Chet did the same thing that the Knicks are now doing with Wemby, pushing him outside the box. You're 7'4". You have five. The Spurs have 5 guards on the floor, and I think Hawk and Solana, correct me if I'm wrong, they're saying like you can't change a guy's approach to the game in 2 days. But I'm just frustrated that he's not matching force with force. They're pushing him out the paint, and he's going out the paint. And he's standing out there. They're baiting him to shoot threes. Like, we're not going to let you sit here and dunk the ball 8 times a game, 12 times a game. Like, that's the frustration. So could Mitch Johnson change that, the approach, the game plan or something like that? Because it's frustrating to me to see Wemby at 7'4" standing outside the 3-point arc.
Oh, I certainly think there are ways that you can change the game plan a little bit. I remember, early in Game 7, it was Game 7 when Wemby had the give and go and just threw it right on Chet's head. And so I think those are the things that you look at, and it's like, okay, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be Wemby driving to the basket with the ball in his hand. Here's the thing about Wemby. He's not going to develop a post game overnight. That's the one thing that he's going to have to work on. Go back with Akeem and figure out a dream shake, whatever it is. But what is really challenging then is when you're 7'5" and you're trying to dribble down the lane, you're going to have a lot of shorter players swiping at the ball, and chances are they're going to knock it away. What you can do to mitigate that, though, is exactly what I just talked about. Pass, cut, get to the basket, see if you can get some alley-oops out of this. Like there are a number of different ways, Channing, that I think Mitch Johnson is going to try to implement that, exactly what you're talking about. I also think the other thing is, let's see what happens in Game 2. I think when you get locked into doing a certain thing in Game 1, sometimes it's hard to reset. I guarantee you they went back and they saw the exact same thing you're talking about on film, and they're going to come out with a different mindset in Game 2 tonight. And look, we've seen this with Wemby. Good game, bad game. Good game, bad game at times. And it's not even about the scoring. It's about go out there, be physical, attack, and to your point, don't just settle for the 3-pointers outside. Get him going inside. Find a way to pass, cut, and take advantage of that height.
Jalen Brunson's obviously playing at a superstar level, and I just wonder if you would consider him. We've been debating this on the show the past couple of days. I got crushed by a bunch of New York fans saying I don't know ball, because I simply say he's playing at a superstar level, but I don't consider him a superstar in the NBA. And I'm just interested to know what your thoughts are on that, Dookie.
Man, you guys are on your game today. I'm very impressed. Very subtle.
Great.
Very well done. Look, I think as far as Brunson goes, I think he's on the cusp, and I think winning a championship in New York, I think immediately would cement him if he ends up winning. Now, with that said, I would ask, who are the superstars in the NBA anymore? And so then, again, at this point, we're arguing about the term superstar, but, do we consider Giannis still in that stratosphere? Wembanyama, I think, has to be there now, even though he's a younger player. Feels like there's kind of a shift going that direction. LeBron, obviously. LeBron and Steph Curry are still superstars, but they're superstars kind of in the twilight. So who's going to be that next wave of superstar? And if Jalen Brunson wins a championship in New York, just one, then he immediately vaults near the top of the list of superstars in the NBA. But I would say right now, if you're telling me that the superstars in the NBA right now are the established guys like Steph and LeBron, and then the next tier is Wemby, I don't know that he's there yet, but that could change very, very quickly over the next week.
We really are going to be out of time here, so we don't have enough time to get into this topic, so I'm going to ask it quickly and try to have you give us a quick answer, because we've debated this all week as well. Would you do the trade for Giannis, by the way? Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, a couple first-round picks.
Yep. Done.
Okay.
Send it in.
What if I told you had to throw in Eric Spoelstra?
Ooh. Man, that's a good one.
I finally found the right way to ask it. I literally, I
Players-
finally found the right way. Get them to agree first to the trade and then just throw in Spo. I finally found the right way to ask the question. Took me till
You're
Friday,
asking-
but I finally found it.
You're asking me if I would do it, and I would say that everything feels so stale right now with the Heat over the last few years, and that they need a shakeup that badly. That I would say yes. Now, with that said, obviously this is a hypothetical world, and that wouldn't have to happen. But if you tell me that it's status quo, or you do that, then I'm going away from status quo.
Right. That was the right way to finally ask that question.
Structure of Pat, Spo, Harrison, Will. We
You just
figured
called him
it
Will
out.
again. Did you call him Will intentionally there?
Listen, Hawk, I did. I actually did. But I called Gelby Hawk 17 times when he was on for 2
Well, that
days.
I could understand. He was filling in.
I'm used to it. Clay, we have
Casey
figured,
Hintz with us here on 790 the ticket.
Clay, we figured out the top level. Now we have to get the players there. I can't give up on Spo.
It's not even given. It's just, man, I need something different in my life. I do. Well, wait a minute. That could come off really badly if you're talking about something.
May I suggest Vegas?
That's a mic drop. That's it. End it there.
I'm with Clay though. That's been my take also. And then Solana and Crowder are like, well, wait a second, the stability and what Spo has done. And I'm like, well, what Spo has done has won like 39, 40 games the last 3 seasons and got ousted from the play-in tournament this year. Looked abysmal against Cleveland the season before when they made the playoffs. Like, what has he done? Like, why wouldn't I give him up for Giannis right now?
The grass is greener on the other side, but now the other side of the grass is Chris Quinn. I don't believe in him as much as I believe in
the other side of the
Spo.
grass is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And who's coaching Giannis and Bam?
Chris Quinn, and that's fine.
See, I would think the grass being greener on the other side and all that, we're already seeing what the status quo is, and it's not working, and it's not where you. So try something else, and if that doesn't work, okay, fine. Then maybe we'll figure out something else down the line. But you have a chance to acquire a guy who's still probably top 5-7 player in the NBA, hoping he's healthy. I'm going that route.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Donovan.
Oh man! All right, Zach Thomas.
Thank you, God. I appreciate that.
That's
Clay.
funny on 1,000 different levels. All right, Clay Ferrero. Today's National Donut Day, by the way. What's the best donut?
Krispy Kreme glazed.
Oh,
but like
just
8
the
of them.
original Krispy Kreme.
Original Krispy Kreme, hot. Actually, it didn't even have to be hot. Like even just give me Krispy Kreme.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with that.
100% agree.
Can't argue with that. All right, Clay Ferrero from Local 10. We appreciate you, Clay.
Later, fellas. Love you, Channing.
Love you, Donovan.
Nice moment between those two.
We'll
take a break. We'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
And he kicks people in the penis.
We back at it with the steady Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next. Always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right. Talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like the Matt Mervis bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock.
I'm ready. Everybody ready?
Very ready.
All right, just checking. All my
Shouldn't it be-
Indiana Bears fans ready?
Shouldn't it be 3 Sharpies in your mouth, though? 3 o'clock hour?
I don't have 3 Sharpies near me. I can only go 2. Oh, go you're in the Sharpie game, huh?
I'm so scared of my teeth falling out. I don't want to do the Sharpie thing.
I will remind everybody one more time because it's the final day. The soccer swag bundle from our friends at Sinbad Sports, valued at around $250. Sinbad Sports, Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. If you want to win it, text the word KIT to 20357. That's KIT, K-I-T, to 20357. You can get more info at WQAM.com. It is a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Do not text and drive.
You bring up the Indiana Bears, and it's crazy. We talked about this months ago. And today, the trainer, because Ava and Chan, they go to speed training in the morning, he asked me about it. And then I was at Publix getting syrup, and somebody else asked me about it. They were like, are they still going to be called the Chicago Bears? I was like, yeah, their stadium is just a different place.
Correct. It's like the New York Giants play in New Jersey. It's
Yes.
this is not unprecedented, but it's a little odd to have a city the size of Chicago, a stadium, and again, New York City, obviously bigger, but a stadium as legendary as Soldier Field, and not be able to come to some sort of agreement with the state of Illinois. Now, I was just reading some follow-up on it because the Bears announced today essentially, hey, we're coming to Indiana. And then the governor of Indiana tweeted out a message, and he said, Governor Mike Braun tweeted out a message, Hoosiers, help me welcome the Chicago Bears to our great state. We look forward to building a partnership as strong as the 85 Bears defense, creating opportunities and economic growth that'll benefit our state and the Bears organization for decades to come, so on and so forth. And then it ends with welcome to Indiana. I have been reading over the last hour that the mayor of Chicago and some senators have all come out and said this is not a done deal until you see them break ground in, I think it's Hammond, Indiana. Don't count out Illinois as the final destination for the Bears' new stadium. I will tell you again, Indiana, it's not like driving from the southern tip of Illinois to the eastern or western or northern tip of Indiana. It's literally 20 minutes away from the major cities. So not that big a deal, but it is kind of a big deal. I think it's a little embarrassing.
Dale.
Dale.
305, sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family.
It's like a negotiation when the team or the player wins different time. Like Indiana loves this. To bring the attention there, oh my goodness, it's great for them. That's
They
why
would love it even more if they can get the stadium there. I mean, that's a huge economic boon.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to bring money there. It's going to bring, economic.
Jobs.
It's going to bring everything there.
Yeah.
Jobs,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it to what you just said, it is embarrassing. But why has it been going on this long and they couldn't figure it out in Chicago is the question.
And how does an MLS organization in the Chicago Fire get a $750 million stadium that's going to be called McDonald's Park in downtown Chicago? How do they get that approved? But a legacy franchise like the
Approved and
Chicago
built
Bears
in like
built.
5 years.
It'll be open in 2028.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean, what's going on in Chi City?
I just to say, Hawk, it's your city. We got to ask you, Hawk. Like, these senators and these governors and these congressmen are sending out stuff. They could have figured this out a long time ago.
Because I've been to the Chi, and there's nothing better than going to downtown Chicago, going to Gibson's, and then you walk right over to Soldier Field. You're right on the water there. You got the Bean. Like that is
a bean.
That is just vibes, I love the Chi.
Totally agree. Now, nobody calls it the Chi or Chi City. Chi Town, but not Chi City.
All right, what would you know?
I watched a concert. There's like an amphitheater by the Bean. We watched a concert there.
Yeah, I think it's Grant Park, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like the Bean, and I don't like concerts. It was the worst.
Anyone
thing
who
of
doesn't
my
like
life.
the Bean needs their head examined. It's
Oh,
probably
it's a big
one
metallic
of.
bean.
I'm gonna say it's on the Mount Rushmore of attractions. Like
Lie.
what am I looking for, Solana? Like
Monuments,
sightseeing attractions around the country.
Artistic monuments,
Because it's
artsy
on the
monuments.
Mount Rushmore. I would go Lincoln Memorial,
Right.
the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
Who built that? I mean, do you know what kind of imagination you have to have as an artist to conceive and then construct the Grand Canyon?
I think that was God.
Wow, what a talent. Statue of Liberty.
Yep.
Lady
Which
Liberty.
I don't know, is that in the contiguous states or is that in international waters? I'm a little
That's a good question.
blurry on that one.
It's in the middle of the water.
Yeah, international waters, right? I think everyone owns it. And then
I don't think everybody owns it.
And then the Bean.
Right.
Wrong.
Shockingly,
I'd rather go to-
Mount
I'd rather go to-
Rushmore is not on the Mount Rushmore of attractions to go see.
I say Mount Rushmore is there. I'd rather go to Wynwood Walls than go to the Bean.
When it used to be free, I'm with you. But now I got to pay to get in there. I mean, I can't wait till I'm done so I can go to Miami Mojito Company. Hawk, I'm surprised you left the Marlins home run sculpture outside Lone Depot Park off
That's
that Mount
right.
Rushmore.
That's right. I am going to take off the Grand Canyon and put up the Marlins home run sculpture. He's 100% right. Beautiful.
I typed into Google artsy monuments, and the first thing that came up was the Bean.
Of course.
Of course.
Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Fellas, you walk up
metallic.
to it. It's metallic. It's a bean. Then you're standing next to a metallic bean. There's nothing going on.
Oh, well, if you don't know what to do with the metallic bean, that's on you.
What do you want me to do? Make love to it?
Perhaps.
It's a metallic bean.
Here's from ESPN, a couple of notes from the ending of Dolphins minicamp yesterday, which was the final day of mandatory minicamp. Marcel Louis Jacques wrote this. For the first time in an open practice this spring, the Dolphins ran red zone drills on the final day of mandatory minicamp Thursday. The results were a mixed bag, but quarterback Malik Willis did throw a pair of touchdown passes to Theo Weiss and Malik Washington. Quarterbacks don't typically scramble during team drills, but Coach Jeff Hafley said Willis's running ability is a dynamic that will stress opposing defenses, and he wants the quarterback to incorporate that element at practice. Willis's legs will likely be a weapon in the red zone come the regular season, but he hasn't run much during spring practices.
That's one of the questions. That's one of the questions I have with Devon Achane and Willis with the RPO run pass option type stuff. Is you have Malik Willis is one of the best running quarterbacks, and Devon Achane is an all-pro running back. Like, I don't know if they were showing that, but they need to implement that in the offense, and I'm glad that Hafley said something about it.
Do you know what a pleasure it's going to be to watch a mobile quarterback, a quarterback who can run, extend a play, put his shoulder down. Do you know how different it's going to feel watching a Dolphins game with a mobile quarterback?
The last mobile quarterback we had was Pat White, and Ike Hilliard sent him home on a stretcher.
Well, you don't have to bring that up. I mean, it was just fun to have a mobile quarterback, no?
Oh, I love
the difference was Pat White couldn't throw the ball. And you need that from your quarterback as well. You need a dual threat quarterback.
Yes.
If you don't, you just have another running back there.
It's a wing T. We're running wing T now.
Oh, somebody points out the sphere. Yeah, the sphere. So really, I would say the Mount Rushmore of artistic monuments in the United States of America is Statue of Liberty, if we can find out it's actually in the United States of America. The home run sculpture, the bean, and the sphere.
No Mount Rushmore.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Grand Canyon now got moved to the side.
Have you seen the bean?
Yes, it's a big.
Have you seen the home run
metal,
sculpture?
It's a big ass metal bean.
Have you been to the sphere?
I've seen the sphere. I haven't been inside the sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere. It's a weird word.
We have Def Leppard tickets. Our final pair today. We are going to give them away at 4:40 this afternoon. Def Leppard is coming to Hard Rock Live in October. You have a chance to win a pair at 4:40 this afternoon. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Of course, you have the NBA Finals Game 2 tonight. What about the Bull in New York? Isn't there one in Miami?
Wall Street, the Wall Street Bull.
Yeah, the Bull. You grab it by the horns.
With the big swipe out in the back. I don't like it.
I do. Tonight's game will be at 8:30 p.m. Los Marlins are in action. They're going to face the Tampa Bay Rays tonight at Lone Depot Park, site of the Marlins home run sculpture. They're back at home after a long time on the road.
Yeah. Home run sculpture's there. It's just not in the ballpark. It's on the grounds.
Yeah. They also got rid of the, pretty quickly, right? The fish tanks behind home plate.
That was years ago. Yeah.
That was cool.
I loved that. I loved the home run sculpture. I loved the swimming pools in the Clevelander.
Yeah.
They took those out.
They used to have a jacuzzi at Pro Player Stadium, like in right field. Do you guys remember that? Where there were just people that had access to sit in a jacuzzi in right field, overlooking the stadium for Marlins
Dolphins games or Marlins games?
Marlins games for sure.
Are you sure?
1,000%.
A hot tub at Pro Player?
At Pro Player Stadium, they used
I
to
don't
have like
remember
a
that.
hot tub jacuzzi out in right field that would overlook the outfield. 1,000%. You remember that, Crowder?
No, but that Clevelander, I didn't know the team's record. I didn't know anything, but I was a young player down here in Miami. That Clevelander was special.
Well, not the one. No. I'm talking about the one in Marlins Park. That
Yes.
wasn't even open yet, was it?
No, I was when I started going to the Clevelander, just like I go to hide it in Kaseya Center. I used to go to the Clevelander. I didn't know what the game score was, but those parties were stupid.
You sure there was a hot tub at Pro Player?
Bro, 1,000%. I don't know if they did it all the time, but I remember going to games. We'd sit out in right field, and there were people sitting in hot tubs watching Marlins games.
You're not thinking of Jags games?
I know they do that with the Jacksonville Jaguars for sure, but I have like vivid memories of that happening at Pro Player Stadium. By the way,
tripping?
Possible.
He'll lie.
Yeah, I feel like everyone would know that. I've never heard that. Oh, somebody's texting in. Yes, I sat in the hot tub section. I caught a foul ball from Cody Ross.
Bro, for sure. I remember it being
remember
like
that at all.
Like on Sports Center, if a ball got near the hot tub, they'd always highlight the fact that, oh, it's Miami, girls in bikinis in the hot tub, of course, watching the game.
At Pro Player.
Bring back the teal monster, too. Since we're at it, bring back the teal monster.
Oh, that I would love to see. That was great. And somebody else texting in, what is Solana talking about? There was never a hot tub at Pro Player ever.
1,000%. I lived at Pro Player Stadium.
Well, that's a lie.
He likes to lie.
Nah, I used to go. I genuinely used to go to Pro Player to watch the Marlins play.
But I did too.
All the time.
We all did.
Yeah, but
that's where you watched them. Everyone went there. You're making it sound like you were going somewhere else that no one else was going.
We would watch them in Boca.
Yeah, but you guys, you get the hookup with the radio station. You get the hookup with the tickets. I was sitting out with the people, man. Right field.
Hookup. There was no one there. It was a football stadium holding a baseball team that can't fill a baseball stadium.
I don't remember a hot tub to answer your question, Hawk.
I'll find the picture. Don't worry. I got you.
All right.
Okay.
You have a picture of yourself in the hot tub?
I was never made it into the hot tub.
You never made it into the hot tub?
Never made it into the hot tub.
By the way, I mean, it was scorching hot at Pro Player. Why did they have a hot tub? Shouldn't they have a cold tub?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Everybody likes a jacuzzi, though. It doesn't matter how hot it is. Like, if there's a jacuzzi, you like a jacuzzi.
Then Solana got to keep his shirt on. It's a weird situation there.
Nah, I hate shirt on in the jacuzzi guy.
We saw Jimmy the other day at the beach in his shirt. Jimmy, by the way, is on a cruise. For those of you who have been asking, he's on a cruise. He's 4 screwdrivers and 18 ice cream cones in.
And a shirt on the entire time.
Jimmy ain't taking that shirt off.
Man, they had a hot tub at Pro Player. Who can we check this with?
Nat Moore?
You know what? That's not bad.
I can text him.
But would he know what went on at Marlins games?
Do you have Samson's number? Like, I don't know. Like,
I do.
Text. Yeah. Like, hey, do you ever remember a jacuzzi or hot tub or pool, right field, Pro Player Stadium, when the Marlins played there?
What year is this?
Well, they moved to Lone Depot Park or whatever in Marlins Park in 2012. So I mean, we're going back, man, 20 years.
Right. What year is this? Because I was
2012.
I used to be I played there. So what year is this? You're talking about this hot tub in right field,
bro. I mean, before 2012. So I don't know, 08, 09, 10, maybe 06, 07, 08.
Marlins Park didn't open until 2012.
2012, 2013.
Solana, you said 100%. I guarantee there was one there, but you just gave me an 8-year range. Like,
yeah, but
what
I don't
year
remember.
were you there looking at the hot tub?
Crowder, I grew up at Pro Player Stadium. I can't tell you the exact date that I remember the hot tubs being
Not
there.
the date, the year?
I don't know. I was young. Maybe there was a year where they implemented that and then they got rid of it. But for sure, there were hot tubs, jacuzzis at Pro Player Stadium. 1,000% sure. Right field line, right next to the bullpen.
Victor Bermudez is texting me pictures of Pro Player Stadium. Now tell me, point on this picture, Solana, where the guy touched you. No, point on this picture. point on this picture where the hot tub was so I can look.
Right field. Do you know where right field is?
I don't know. You were pointing to left.
You were pointing to left field.
So in the right field bleachers?
Like
Yeah,
on the
right field.
on the baseline or towards the middle?
Right field near the bullpen area in right field. Up
Victor
in the
Bermuda says, I had a mini plan for 2008, no hot tub.
Okay.
So
Well,
it
Victor
wasn't
Bermudez
08.
has chimed in, so that's it. It's
No,
done.
Solana,
It's
listen
funny
what
how
you
you
just
guys
said.
It's funny how you guys won't take my word when I'm telling you 1,000% this is true. Like, I've
Solana.
never had more
But
conviction on
you have a
anything.
track record. You have to acknowledge you have a track record of being wrong and
You lie a
lying.
lot.
Like you.
But wouldn't this be a weird thing to like quadruple down on? Who cares if there was a jacuzzi
I'm
or
gonna
not?
ask Claude.
Solana,
Let me ask
how
Claude.
how old were you? Because then if you do your age, then your year. I graduated high school in 02, so now I can say, okay, 02, 03, 04,
Yeah,
05.
I graduated high school in 2012. So
Claude,
So what-
was there
so
ever
were you in
a
high
hot
school or in
tub
college?
at Pro Player Stadium when the Marlins played there?
I'm not totally sure about that detail off the top of my head. Let
Well,
me
you don't
search
have
for
a
some
head.
info on Pro Player Stadium and the Marlins setup there. Ah, yeah. According to a Getty Images photo from June 5, 2011, there was indeed a hot tub at Pro Player Stadium, right next to the bullpen, where fans could splash around during games. That's a pretty cool feature I wouldn't have guessed was there.
How about that? Claude just backed you up, and he found the Getty Images photo that had it.
And I found an article from the Daily News where a reporter from New York came to Miami and wrote an entire thing about the atmosphere for the 2003 Florida Marlins, who won the World Series, and talks about 3 hot tubs in right field.
In 03?
This is 11. This is 11 that Claude said.
Yes. They
In
had them there.
03?
They had them there all the time. I remember it. I only sat in right field.
Victor Bermudez, you owe an apology text to Solana, and we owe an apology to you, Solana. I have heard enough. Claude is the determining answer for me. I apologize. It was there.
Blind squirrel got to eat.
Listen, man, I know my stadiums. I'm a stadium.
All right,
I
just
know
give
my
us the
stadium.
rest of the headlines. Don't
Damn
celebrate too
headlines.
much. Find out you were lying.
Thank God for Claude.
That's amazing that he found that like that.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. There are the Marlins in action tonight. You've got the NBA Finals Game 2 tonight. Stanley Cup Finals got evened up yesterday.
It was a great
I don't know how
game.
much of that.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
how
was a
much
good
of that
one.
you guys are watching, but it's definitely awesome hockey in the
Yeah.
Stanley Cup Final. All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is 88 degrees, humid, raining in South Florida. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the upper 70s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
Lee Sterling is going to join us in the next segment with some winners. He's got a pick for tonight's hoops game. He's got a World Cup future, Solana. He says it does not involve Uruguay, though.
Okay.
But we've got a World Cup future and some other
I'm
stuff.
in.
Lee Sterling with some winners in the next segment. Don't go anywhere.
If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait. Call Allied Doors. We are now currently in hurricane season. There's no threats out there right now, but we know they can come. You got to call Allied Doors. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. Don't wait. Don't have the beautiful home. I'm telling you, if I'm calling you out or if I'm calling your neighbors out, don't have that beautiful home with the beautiful yard with those terrible garage doors, man. Tighten your house up. You can protect and upgrade your home with Allied Doors. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, and custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home. And the LiftMaster openers. Once I got with Allied Doors, and I got it on my personal home. My wife has investment properties, and we started dealing with Allied Doors. I didn't even know that garage doors aren't loud. I didn't know they could open in 10 seconds. They don't take 45 seconds to open. LiftMaster openers, they are the best. They're built to perform, and you will tell the difference when you get them. You got to call Allied Doors right now to upgrade and protect your home. 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, and visit allieddoors.com. And you know to always watch out for y'all. Mention this ad and get $300 off of upgrading and protecting your home. You got to call Allied Doors today. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors right now.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días.
A little Glenn Campbell, Rhinestone Cowboy to bring in Lee Sterling on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Lee Sterling is a professional sports handicapper. The website is ParamountSports.com, and you can follow him on Twitter at Paramount Sports. By the way, before we talk to Lee, Solana's going to be out Sunday at Keg South, right? What's the situation for Sunday? We were talking yesterday because we've got like radio station swag to give away, and I was talking about like normally, like years ago, our station swag was like bottom of the barrel, like the cheapest t-shirts you could buy, the cheapest koozies that you could buy. And remember, the t-shirts used to have advertisements on the back. It was like Chico's bail bonds on the back, right? Like we couldn't even pay for the t-shirts. And the swag that we have now is really good. Like we've got high quality shirts. There's no advertising on them. You will find like my name on it and Dan Day and Vlad. Like everybody's name is on the bottom of them. But we have good swag, like the hats, the shirts and stuff. So where are you going to be Sunday night, Solana?
I trade your name for La Bamba check cashing any day, by the way. So here's the situation. I'll be at Keg South in Kendall, which I've been saying is literally like across the street from my house. I've been going there since I was a little kid. 7 to 9 p.m. this Sunday.
Who told us yesterday or the day before that they
Mike Cunha. Mike Cunha as well.
He said every Little League game was followed by a trip to Keg South.
Yep. Kendall Staple. We'll be on site. I'll be out there with Michelob Ultra and, like Hawk said, WQAM, ice cold beer, swag from both QAM, including that soccer t-shirt I told you was fire. Plus Ultra will be giving away soccer tickets to an upcoming game at Hard Rock Stadium. Michelob Ultra is a superior light beer and the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Superior is worth paying for, and now it's worth cheering for too. Be sure to enjoy an Ultra as you cheer on your favorite team.
So if I can read through the lines here, if you want to win tickets to a very big soccer match, which may be starting next week or so, you go out to Keg South and join Solana 7 to 9 on Sunday night. Lee Sterling, today's National Donut Day. What is the best donut, Lee?
I like blueberry cake. That's my personal preference.
Really? Blueberry cake?
Yeah.
That's old man stuff, Hawk. That's what you talking about.
That's what I was saying yesterday. So I was saying yesterday, I have noticed one of the things as I get old, I like old man donuts. I like yesterday somebody brought donuts for us. I took the sour cream old fashioned. Now, when I was younger, I would make fun of anyone who took the sour cream old fashioned donut. But like Leroy Horde and I were fighting over it because we're in our 50s. And like there were all these donuts. I brought one home for Lori last night. She's 56 as well. I brought her a cinnamon roll. Like, there was the cutesy Fruit Loops donuts, Captain Crunch donuts, or whatever. I like old people donuts now. It happens when you get old.
I never thought of that as an old man donut, an old fashioned donut. I mean, it's been around a long time, but it's not obviously Fruit Loops on top.
Right.
But I'll try almost anything. I mean, I like cinnamon buns. I mean, it's a tough decision.
What about Krispy Kreme? Donuts, what about Krispy Kreme?
Oh, Krispy Kreme is, I mean, I can gobble up like 12, 14 donuts at one time. So,
yeah.
Also something Solana might need to clarify this. So there's a lot of, locations, that he might be going to. I think of, the first location as he was talking about, he's going to be shown as the one right across on South Dixie Highway at 105th Street. That's not the location you're going to, correct?
No, I'll be at it's the one that it used to be, Tamiami Airport. I think now it's called Miami Executive Airport, but it's on 137th Avenue and like in between 136th Street. And it's that whole new.
Lee Sterling is Dade, born and bred, man. He is
100%.
Right? You are a lifer.
I think the first original one was the one on South Dixie and 105th Street. Am I correct?
It was. Yes, it was. Yeah. That was the original one. And then once that area in Southwest Miami-Dade started expanding because of the airport. They moved out there. But that location, the one we'll be at, it's been there for like since before I was born. My parents have been going there for burgers. So I know that one, it's still considered like an OG Keg South.
Because Kendall is kind of like a flowing, it's metamorphosed, it kind of moves the different, you talk about Kendall. Kendall could be out on 137th Avenue. It can go as far east as South Dixie Highway, too. Some people.
Yeah. We need to do a show Kendall one day just talking old school Miami stuff with Lee. Like, I'd love to talk Rascal House and Wolfies and Miami High Lie. And I mean,
I know one Lee misses because I know I miss it. And Lee loves to go to UM baseball games. Swenson's on Dixie. Oh, the best, man.
That's where the ticket wizard used to work when I was in college. He worked at that Swenson's. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The one next to Specs. The one next to, I mean, it was a record store when we were going to UM there.
Right.
But yeah, Barry worked at that Swenson's.
He worked at Swenson's?
Yes.
Barry must have been the only male server working there. I went there for the waiter. I had a girlfriend that worked there at Swenson's. I'll have to send, I think I might have her. I'm going to tweet out a picture once we get off this segment. One of my girlfriends worked at Swenson's, and you go to Riviera Movie Theater and then walk right over to Swenson's.
Yeah, Barry worked at the Swenson's on US 1, and he worked at Bagel Emporium on US 1 as well.
Did they keep him in the back or something?
Barry's a grinder.
He was a grinder, man. This young Hochman didn't understand a kid who had to work. I was like, what? You have to go to work? It's the weekend. All right, Lee Sterling. The website is ParamountSports.com. Knicks and Spurs tonight. It is game 2. Last I looked, Spurs were 6.5-point favorites.
So I had the Knicks the first game, and it was a little dicey until they went on that run. I think the way to play this, and I don't know if I've ever played at least the last 8-10 years, a NBA Finals game this way. I think the way to play this game is Spurs money line. I know it's minus 225, minus 230. They're going to find a way to win. The last visiting team to go up 2-0 in a series was 2003. So that's a long time. I think the Spurs are going to find a way to win the game. I just don't want to lay 6.5, 7 points. I think it's too much. So not a big wager, small wager. Spurs money line, player prop I like Dylan Harper, over 3.5 rebounds. So he's had more than, I think, 5 or 6 rebounds in 8 of the last 10 playoff games. And one of the games he didn't play in, and one he left the game early. So I think this is he's just so active and so young and spry, should we say. If they keep Wemby away from the basket close to the way they did in the first game, he's going to have to be one of the guys that picks it up. I think he had like 7 or 8 in the first game.
And Lee, how do you think? Because I know you're analytical and you look at everything, but like the whole thought of Wemby has to go crazy tonight. Like he has to do something more than he did game 1. Like that thought process, is that sound or not?
That sound, and Fox has got to be better. I mean, Fox, one of these guys, I think he and Harper were not 100%. Harper looks like he's closer to 100% than Fox, but Fox making decisions and just hitting open jumpers, they're going to leave him open. He's the one guy they're not worried about, have got to play better. But it's a chess match here. You start off one way. What did they want to do the next? Great. I'm not a Mike Brown fan going into this year. I thought he was one of the worst coaches in the NBA, but he's done a great job. He knows his roster. There's some guys on his roster that normally play 5-7 minutes. If they're going well, he'll keep them in 12, 15, 20 minutes. And some other guys like Clarkson, if they're not hot, pulls them out immediately. So I have to really give him credit, but I think this is a game adjustments, and I think they might put some different people on Towns when he's on the outside. I don't expect Wemby to be going out 20, 25 feet to guard him.
UFC tomorrow. What do you got for us?
All right, we're going to go with Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell. Not one of the brightest guys. Said that He felt the earth was flat. But he is fighting lane 135, Santiago Border Boy Luna. Santiago, I think, was born in Mexico. He trains in either Texas or New Mexico. He goes back and forth all the time. Young prospect who's 8-0. But the first things my dad taught me, he said, when you go for boxing lessons, don't throw wide. Everything should be straight. You should be following through. And I think this guy's a little wild. I don't like his mechanics. He's just 21 years, just turned 21 years old. He's fighting a guy that's 31. I think there's a difference. And I think Channing can tell you this. When you go, like when you're in college, I'll never forget, when you show up the first couple of days of practice, you go up against, you're 18, you go up against a 22, 23-year-old. That's a big difference. And I think this kid's punching is not refined enough. And I think that Bryce Mitchell's ground game is it's elite here. So he's going to try to knock him out, but I think Bryce Mitchell gets a decision or a late submission, lay the -135. This is not a 3 Brinks truck back up to truck play, but a double Brinks back up to truck play here for Bryce. Doug Nasty Mitchell money line -135 on the main card.
Lee a couple weeks ago, and he was -275, but Kai Asakura, he said, this is free money, literally free money. And I got a whole bunch of DMs and tweets from people because it was free money. He said, I know it's a steep price at -275. And Lee's like, I don't ever say this. This is free money. And you were correct on that one. So Bryce Mitchell, not that kind of endorsement, but still he likes Bryce Mitchell. And then before we run out of time here, give us a World Cup future.
All right, we're going to go with Mexico to advance to the round of 16, +125. Looking at the 3 teams that they're playing in their Group A bracket, South Africa, South Korea, Czechia, 3 decent teams, but I don't think they're elite. And I think Mexico at home, probably a good call. We'll have some selections as we go through the tournament. Not quite yet going to put money on Uruguay, but to win it all. But they could do some damage too. So
understood. By the way, Lee, you're right. Mexico as a host nation are playing all 3 games in Mexico.
Right.
When you consider their group, I like that bet a lot. I really do.
Well, the website is ParamountSports.com. You can follow Lee on Twitter at Paramount Sports. He likes Spurs money line tonight, if you want to bet that. He likes Dylan Harper over 3.5 boards. What about parlaying money line and Dylan Harper?
I could see it. Yeah. You want to play both the other plays also, but yeah, you take a little bit of a shot. You might be able to afford, if you don't win the free tickets, be able to at least pay for the wings. Which are
Bryce
the best?
Mitchell, UFC tomorrow. He likes that, and he likes Mexico to advance to the round of 16. Again, the website is ParamountSports.com for the rest of his plays. Thank you as always, Lee. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. You too.
I would love to talk old Miami with Lee. That's fun, man. So you used to go to that Swenson, Solana?
All the time, man.
It's possible that Barry was waiting on you.
I mean, I remember I wasn't born till 94. You guys had graduated college before.
Right, so we
that,
graduated
right?
in 91. Was he still working there on weekends?
No chance.
Oh, but you weren't going at 94. Right, yeah, you were born in 94. Yeah, Barry never served you. Barry never served you at Swenson's.
Late 2000s, early 2000s. I remember going there because we used to go to Alex Rodriguez Park. We used to go to the Light a lot.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I played baseball. We'd go there after with our teams. So then we'd go to Swenson's, get yourself a big ass sundae and a plate of French fries.
Oh my God, that Swenson's was so great. And I'm telling you, like Lee nailed it. You go to the Riviera Theater to see a movie before. I mean, the Riviera Theater was such a dump, but all movie theaters back then were such a dump. And there was this record store, Specs, was right next to Swenson's. Oh, those were times. All right.
Solana, what was your ERA?
My ERA?
You said you used to play baseball, so
I wasn't a pitcher. I was like Jim Tomei on first base, brother. I mean,
Gold
Gold
what was your
Glove
batting
winner.
average?
My on base percentage high because I would just lean into everything, take it right
I was
off.
just about to say, I know how you got on base.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. 4 o'clock hour is next.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
Socrates once said, "You don't know what your body can do until it does it."
PM and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dog lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T-clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and more, Tobin and Leroy giving boosters galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. For Spritz to McRibs and calling out game scores. Hochman, Crowder, Solana. Get ready for some more.
All right, close your ears when I give you the stock market report here.
Don't do that to me, Hawk. Please don't do that to me.
This is the worst day for the NASDAQ in over a year. I don't ever see this kind of drop. Man, bad day on Wall Street. Stock market report is sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. 1-800-747-3733. Dow Jones down 700 points. That's almost 1.5%. The S&P 500 down over 2.5%. That's 200 points. And the NASDAQ down over 4% on the day. That's a drop of 1,121 points, which is astronomically bad. So
I'm glad my 5-year-old has my phone watching YouTube Kids right now.
Yeah, don't look at your portfolio today. Don't forget, we've got our final pair of Def Leppard tickets. Def Leppard coming to Hard Rock Live in October. We will give away those tickets at 4:40 this afternoon. 4:40 this afternoon. This is from, we were talking earlier in the show about the Dolphins, and they're not going to be good, and everyone's predicting they're going to be the worst team in the NFL. This is from ESPN.com. Who lands the number 1 pick in next year's NFL draft? And they write, for some teams, it's a race to the bottom, and before the season begins, it's the Dolphins who are winning. The FBI has the Dolphins, who are starting fresh with a new head coach, new GM, new quarterback, as the worst team in football, just barely edging out the Jets. But the Dolphins face the third hardest schedule, and the Jets face the 6th easiest. So Miami has a 20.1% chance to earn the number 1 pick, while the Jets are at 17.1%. The Cardinals and Browns follow behind at 15.3% and 12.8% respectively. Those 4 teams have the best shot to land Arch Manning, Dante Moore, or one of the many other quarterback prospects expected to be in the 2027 draft. So again, when I tell you ESPN has them in the worst possible position, 32 in their power rankings, most analysts have them going under 4.5 wins on the season. ESPN.com also has them as the favorites to end up with the number 1 draft pick in next year's NFL draft.
And I don't think this is a knock against Hafley, Sully, or Malik Willis. I think it's a knock against Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel and what they did. Like, let's look at this rationally. They got put in a situation. Think about every team has $1 to spend in free agency or on a roster, and you have 50 cents. You can't put together a roster that's going to compete with those top teams. It's just not going to happen. So I don't want to say don't judge Hafley, because I want to see. Hawk, you brought up a great point about Hafley. Knowing that this team is going to struggle, does he really keep them emotionally and mentally ready to play? That's my approach to Hafley. Sully, let's make some moves. Let's see what happens when you get this $150 million back. But yes, Hawk, I'm not anticipating playing any football games in January for the Dolphins.
That's what I think. What you just said there is what I'm saying. Like, Jeff Hafley, his biggest task this season is to be able to keep a team together that we pretty much know is going to be a terrible team. Mm-hmm. And it's easier said than done. Listen, June 5th, you're finishing up mini camp, and everybody's rah-rah, and we got you, coach. It's a lot more difficult to keep that together and keep that kind of energy if you're 0-4, 0-5, 1-6, and have an anemic offense or have a porous defense. Like, It's a lot tougher to do. You can speak to that certainly better than I can. That's going to be, for me, the barometer of judging him as a head coach.
07, Cam Cameron, we're sitting at 0-10. He didn't know what to do. We're looking at him like, bro, what's up? Like, bunch of grown men, bunch of grown dudes doing their job, and we're terrible. What do we do? And he comes in and says goofy stuff like, oh, that was a good game. It was a good game. We just got our ass whooped. Like, what are you talking about, Cam? So that it's 100% correct. How does he deal with this transition year? And the guys that are going to carry, like the Devon Achans and all the young picks, the Proctors and the Pauls and all these young guys that are trying to play, how do they look at him in the bad times so that when the times get good, now we're ready to go? And I think that's one of the best, things a coach can do is like, okay, we're 1-6. To your point, we're 1-6. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. Let's go out here on Sunday and compete with the team on the other side of the ball. And that's something that Cam Cameron could not encourage us to do.
Let's get headlines with Alejandro Solana for the 4 o'clock hour here. Headlines brought to you by Durrell Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Kia. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
Hawk, I was just double checking here because you had mentioned that the Dolphins have the third toughest schedule. And then the Jets had, can you repeat that if you still have the story
Jets have
up?
the 6th easiest, according to ESPN.
So that confuses me. And look,
Me too.
I'm like,
same division, right?
The metric is the metric, however they're doing it. And I'm sure like road games and the week you play the team, I'm sure carries some sort of value in these conversations. But I just looked through both teams' schedules. I don't understand how the difference could be that large.
It doesn't make sense to me when you have the same when you're talking about teams in the same division. It doesn't make sense to me either.
The only teams, so both Miami and the New York Jets, and I imagine it's the same with the Bills and the Pats, right? Both teams will play everybody in their division twice, as we know. But the Dolphins and Jets play the Bills and the Pats twice. The Raiders, the Chiefs, the Packers, the Bears, the Chargers, the Vikings, and the Broncos. Both teams play those teams. The only teams that the Jets play that the Dolphins don't, the Titans, the Browns, and the Arizona Cardinals. And then
they play the 3 garbage teams over the Dolphins and the Jets.
I get that. And then the Dolphins play the Indianapolis Colts and they play the Cincinnati Bengals. And
it's based off, I'm looking here, it's based off the opponent's winning percentage from the previous season, right? So the opponent winning percentage from the previous season for the Dolphins is 542. The only tougher schedule is the Bears with 550. The Jets are at 517. See, they've got them listed here at operations.nfl.com. The Jets as the 12th most difficult schedule, not the 6th easiest. So I don't know where that particular ESPN article is getting that from, but I will tell you that the Jets, according to operations.nfl.com, just based off opponent win percentage, Jets have 10 slots easier than the Dolphins.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I get it. I guess the Titans and the Browns and the Arizona Cardinals, those are the 3 teams the Jets play that the Dolphins don't. And then the 2 that Miami plays that New York doesn't are the Bengals and the Niners. And the Niners is on the road. I'm not saying that it's not more difficult. I'm not arguing that. But the idea that one team would have the 3rd hardest schedule and the other would have the 6th easiest when they play literally
that.
all the same teams except for 2 or 3 opponents doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And like what Hulk was saying, though, it's the winning percentage was 523, and then it's 571, and then it's like it's minute differences in winning percentage with teams because most teams go 500. Some teams are great, some teams are terrible, but most teams are going to win 8 games, 7 games in the NFL.
Not the Jets.
Not the Dolphins.
Not the Arizona Cardinals, not the Browns. We know the teams.
Who's got an easier first game to start their season? Which team is more likely to start 1-0? Miami on the road in Las Vegas or the New York Jets on the road in Tennessee to face the Titans?
I'm going to say the Dolphins.
Say the Dolphins. Freshman, rookie quarterback. Probably.
Well,
wouldn't
I
start.
don't think it's going to be Mendoza, but I think Cam Ward. I wouldn't want to face Cam Ward week 1 of season 2. I wouldn't mind. I think the Dolphins have a better chance against Kirk Cousins or Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, give me Mendoza for sure. For sure.
I just don't think he's going to be starting.
Yeah, me neither. But I want all that smoke. Week 1, Fernando Mendoza.
You know how I feel about Mendoza. That's not smoke. That's a puff trail.
I mean, dude, the Heisman, bro. Like, I don't want to disrespect him. I just don't think he's going to be a great quarterback year 1. I think he'll be great at some point. I don't think he'll be great year 1.
Great.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good. I don't think he'll be a Hall of Famer, but I think he'll be a good quarterback.
A winner. A winner. He's been a winner everywhere he goes.
So, what's the boy in Seattle right now?
Sam Darnold?
Like a Darnold, like that. Like he can win, he can win games, but he's not about to blow the league out of the world. No way.
He's not Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but he doesn't have to be. I think Kirk Cousins was a good quarterback in the NFL for a long time.
Yeah. He won't be Philip. He won't be Philip Rivers. No chance.
Philip Rivers is a Hall of Famer, though, isn't he?
I think so. Philip Rivers can spin that thing.
He's going to end up being a even though he didn't have the postseason success, he's going to end up being a Hall of Famer, I think.
Yeah.
I think
to your point, second tier type guy is his ceiling.
So there's some Giannis chatter happening right now. Nothing's happened, but there was this article in The Athletic. Sam Amick, who's an NBA writer for The Athletic. I always read his work. I always read it on the show. And this was interesting to me, where he said that there's a bunch of noise tied to Giannis going to the Miami Heat. But he also said that there's intel that Giannis is questioning what the Heat roster would look like after the deal is complete.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell him. I mean, it's going to be him and Bam, maybe Norman Powell. And then whatever else they can scrape together.
We talked about it yesterday. Him and Bam inside. What does the backcourt look like? That was my question to Mike Wallace yesterday.
By the way, there's been a lot of pictures of Giannis in Miami the last few days.
Right.
He has been here. And Tim Reynolds from the AP tweeted out, Giannis Antetokounmpo spent, quote, a few days in South Florida this week for off-court business, including events related to the FIFA World Cup. A person familiar with his plans tells the AP.
So Giannis to Miami confirmed?
There's pictures all over, like that one. That one's at Bal Harbor, where he's wearing the white shirt. That's at the airport. You can see him there.
I would guess that 70+% of NBA players have a home somewhere in South Florida.
Forget NBA. Athletes.
Yeah, athletes. Like everybody wants to be in South Florida, and they're rich.
Start looking up Greek restaurants, brothers, because we're going to be eating
I think he ends up on the Heat. I really do. That's my expectation for next season, that Giannis is on the Heat. If he's not, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I will too. And Greek restaurants, you're hungry 45 minutes later. It's all light stuff. I need a little more heavier meal.
That's so?
Yeah, that Greek Mediterranean stuff is light.
Let's see. What do I got?
Quick lamb and
is that tabbouleh?
Cheese. Yeah, it's very light.
You get a cup of tabbouleh.
Souvlaki.
Oh, some souvlaki.
Yeah, you put tzatziki on anything, man. I'll chow down.
Yeah.
My wife loves that stuff, and we walk out, and I get in the car, I'm hungry again. I'm like,
that's the healthiest diet, the Mediterranean diet.
Man,
You like olives?
I do like olives. I like.
I do not like olives.
You don't eat olives?
Well, I've never had one.
What?
I've never had an olive.
At 56?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
I've never had an olive.
There's something olive based that you've eaten.
I like olive oil.
This is a bit.
No, I've never
Like
had an olive.
You have
You never chewed an olive,
you have
a real
olives.
green olive.
Nope.
What about a black olive?
No, I've never had an olive.
But like sometimes black olives, they'll dice them up, put them on a pizza.
Yeah.
Who?
There's an
do you mean,
option
who?
when you
Everybody.
order a pizza.
Well, there's an option to put anything. He just said they'll dice them up and put them on a pizza like it's a common thing. Like if
It
you
is.
order olives on your pizza, it'll be there, but I don't order olives on the pizza. I don't know what you're saying there. It's not like when they sprinkle Parmesan cheese on whether you asked them or not. Like you kind of have to request olives on your pizza if you want it there.
I feel like I have olives every day. How is that possible? You've never had an olive?
Well, I don't ask for them. You can't. There's no way that you're just getting random olives placed in everything that you eat.
What's his name? Solana? Olive him.
No, but for example, like if I have picadillo, they'll dice up some olives just to add to the flavor of something.
I mean,
sometimes like you bite into an empanada.
Can I 100% say I've never had an olive in my life? No, I would not. Like if you told me it was life or death, and if yes, maybe I've had an olive or two, but I don't go out of my way to order olives. And if I see there are olives in something, I say no olives, please. The place that I get avocado toast in the morning, it comes with feta and olives, tomatoes, cucumbers, and she knows don't put olives on my avocado toast.
I don't know what it's called. Solana might be, but they have an olive that they jam cheese down in the hole. Goodness gracious, it's good.
Yeah. I don't need that.
It's taken me a couple years, but Crowder, Hawk is a picky eater.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the side pickle. I mean, like
He likes the side pickle.
Disgusted by the side pickle.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And
You
he'll
have plenty
tell
side pickles.
And he'll tell a waiter or waitress, yeah, don't bring me the olive on this meal. I mean, just take it out if you don't want it. Like a man. Eat it.
What do you mean take it out? If there's chopped olives all over something, how do I take it out? Wouldn't it be easier to say no olives?
It'll take 30 minutes, but
if there's an olive sitting on top of a sandwich, I will take it off. But if I have the option to say no olives and I don't like olives, why can't I say no olives?
I'm like that with tomatoes. I'm not a big tomato fan. So if something comes with tomatoes, I say no tomatoes. But I will eat, the salsa and all that stuff, like ground up tomatoes. But yeah, on a sandwich,
it's funny. I'm
no
the same way.
tomatoes.
On a sandwich, I don't want to slice a tomato.
I'm fine.
I love salsa, and I don't mind even tomato, like diced tomatoes on the avocado toast. I like that. But a big thick slice of tomato on a burger, I don't need that.
Too much tomato.
That's crazy to me, man.
Slimy and seedy.
Yeah, it doesn't add anything.
No.
Seedy?
It have seeds. It's slime.
It does
seeds.
have seeds, but it's not slimy or seedy. It's a tomato. It's got a tiny little seeds on it. You don't even taste them.
What about that little slime gush that the seeds are
there's
in?
gush in there. There really is. There's gush in there. That's another thing that ruins everything it touches, a slice of tomato.
Oh, yeah, that slime gush is ridiculous.
That's crazy. So if you order a burger and it comes with tomato, you'll take it out? Like you'll just take out the tomato, slice of tomato?
Yeah.
Every burger I say no tomatoes, no pickles. I'll take the onions, but I'm not getting those other vegetables.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. You guys got to grow up.
Yeah. You can't get enough tomatoes and olives.
I could bite into a tomato. I'll eat tomato. I'll eat like a tomato salad, just tomatoes diced up.
Yeah.
My dad could eat a tomato like an apple, and it would disgust me.
We call Lori the tomato lady. We have a t-shirt that says tomato lady on it. She cannot get enough tomato.
Big Randy would get a tomato out the refrigerator and eat the whole thing like an apple. And I thought it was the craziest thing in the world my whole life.
Lori loves tomatoes and olives. I mean, loves olives. Could eat a jar of olives every night.
Oh. And Randy might have been high.
Well, Lori's on meth.
He might have thought it was an apple. This is a gushy apple.
NBA Finals tonight, 8:30 p.m. Game 2 in San Antonio, the home of the Alamo.
But you won't eat seafood, tough guy.
Well, I'm allergic.
You're not. Like, I'll at least say, hey, I don't want olives. I don't come up with some BS excuse I'm allergic to it. I mean,
Right,
why don't you just say,
olives-
hey, I don't like shrimp?
Olives come olives come from the ground. Like it's nature giving us that. The fish, it belongs in the ocean. Like, they belong in the ocean. Keep them in the ocean. It tastes fishy. Everything tastes fishy that comes from the ocean. It's disgusting.
This is a person who's never had fish, obviously, who says that. Like, there's a sushi place here where we get oh man, what's the fish? I want to say
wow, it must be
halibut,
so
but
good. No, it must be
it's
unbelievable.
not halibut. What's the
olives come from the ground. Shouldn't they stay in the ground like a fish should stay in the ocean?
That's a good counterpoint.
Yeah, well, my point was obviously really dumb. I just don't like fish, and I'm sick of. This is also something that's pushed me away from eating fish. Everybody tells me exactly what Hawk just told me. Oh, you have to come to my sushi spot. Trust me, you'll love
That's
it.
not my sushi spot. Fish doesn't taste fishy unless it's bad.
Yeah, old.
No, I
Solana.
taste
No.
fishiness in anything that comes from the ocean. I taste it.
Shuck and dive. Go to Shuck and Dive. You'll have the best fish you ever had in your life.
They have chicken wings.
I don't want to get no damn chicken wings. I'm talking about fish.
Pass.
Oysters,
Grow up.
clams, crawfish.
Can't do it. I went
Clam
to New
strips.
Orleans.
Clam
I went to-
strips.
Clam.
You went to
Oh, my
New Orleans. You went to Drago's. Tell me you didn't get the oysters.
I'm going to pop your lips.
I went to New Orleans. I went to Drago's. Did not eat the oysters. I did dip the bread into the sauce a little bit. Too fishy.
Did you have that picture of when you were eating stone crab? Because that was
But it's
real
not-
weird. Your little mouth is built funny.
But what sauce was fishy? It's not fish sauce.
It's too fishy. Just didn't like
Let me
it.
find that picture.
And I had a po' boy chicken.
Come on, you didn't get a shrimp po' boy?
Chicken po' boy.
Come
Delicious.
on, they don't even make
That's
those.
Ridiculous.
Delicious.
Nobody makes a chicken po' boy.
The
Delicious.
chef fell out of the kitchen when you ordered
Couldn't
a
believe it.
chicken po' boy.
Send you the picture.
Who ordered the chicken po' boy? You see the white feminine looking guy? We knew.
Table 17. Oh yeah.
Mike Mayo, our resident food expert. Text: olives come from trees, not the ground.
Well, how do trees grow, Mike?
You don't like anything that swims in the ocean.
Man, I other than fried calamari and chicken fried rice from like a Chinese restaurant. I'm sorry, shrimp fried rice.
Chicken fried rice.
Shrimp fried rice from a Chinese restaurant. Those are the only things I'll eat from the
Listen,
ocean.
I'd be scared of food in the ocean too if I went under and there were a bunch of chickens swimming around.
He got a chicken farm off Dania Beach. You're telling us we need to grow up.
Mike Mayo had sent me a post today from the Let's Eat South Florida page, which,
Yeah.
I maintain is the most toxic page on Facebook. Yet, you can't not look at it every day because there's good restaurant recommendations
day.
on there every day.
Every day.
But whatever someone posted today a place, they got a Cuban sandwich. They didn't like it. I'm not going to name the place or whatever, but you could see it's swimming in mustard. It's a bad looking sandwich. Like, it's just not good. And they post, this was bad. Don't waste your time. And just the messages are like, well, don't go to a Colombian restaurant if you want a Cuban sandwich. And it's like, well, they've got it on the menu. So how about you make it right? Anyway, Mike Mayo had sent that to me, and he goes, this post and the comment string perfectly encapsulates everything about this group. And I'm reading it, and I'm like, it 100% does. And I said, this is the MO of the Let's Eat South Florida page. Hey, here's a Facebook page. We want you to share your opinion of restaurants and dishes that you get at restaurants. And then all the comments are, how dare you share your opinion of that restaurant?
Man, listen, sports fans, politics, foodies are weird.
The worst.
Yeah.
Foodies are weird, but also people who spend their entire day in Facebook comment sections are weirder.
I mean, I do it for entertainment. But I don't think I check comments anywhere other than Let's Eat South Florida because I can't believe what I'm reading from people. I'm like, these can't be humans who walk amongst us in South Florida.
I've got an argument about food with people more than I do sports.
But I like arguing food. I don't like someone posting a picture on Let's Eat South Florida of a rack of ribs covered in maggots. And then people commenting, well, hey, if it's covered in maggots, that's on you. Huh? How's it on me?
They were my flies.
It's like, hey, if you wanted good ribs, you should have gone to St. Louis. Well, I'm not in St. Louis, and I didn't even want necessarily great ribs. I just wanted ribs that weren't covered in maggots. We got to take a break because we're going to run out of time to give away the Def Leppard tickets.
Right.
Finish up your headlines.
The Marlins do play tonight, by the way. You can listen to the game right here on this radio station, FM 104.3 WQAM. Jack McMullen on the call. Steven Strom gets you started with Marlins on deck. That game tonight will be here in Miami as well. First of
somebody puts on the text, by the way, oh my God, I see people remove tomatoes and add ketchup to a burger. Yeah, that's me. You too? Yeah.
I'm in. Sorry,
yeah,
Texas.
That's me. Yeah.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees. It's hot. It's humid, and it could be raining in your area as well. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
It could be raining.
We're giving away the Def Leppard tickets at 4:40, so that's 9 minutes from now. So we will hustle back from the commercial to give away those tickets. On Hard Rock Bet, everyone's invited to the party. Doesn't matter who you are, your name is on the list. So sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you've got your winning bet plus an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started on Hard Rock Bet. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Hard Rock Bet gives you new promos every single day. I'm talking no sweat bets, profit boost, bonus bets, and more. So no matter what day, open up the Hard Rock Bet app now. If you have it, see what you've got today. You've got NBA Finals tonight. I mean, however you want to put it together. Maybe you want someone to hit the over. Maybe you want a double-double. Maybe you feel an over on rebounds coming. However you draw it up, Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your NBA playoff picks into an epic same-game parlay. You've got the Cup going on in hockey, and it's been a great series, tied 1-1 right now. Maybe you like the first-line center to score a goal, a defenseman to record 2 assists. Maybe you like games going to overtime. That would have been a good bet last night. Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your playoff hockey picks into an epic same-game parlay as well. Soccer's biggest global tournament kicks off next week. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's home for all the action this summer. You feel like you got that crystal ball? Now is the time to use it. Who's lifting the trophy? Who's advancing to the next stage? Who's taking home the golden boot? You can bet on everything on the Hard Rock Bet app. And of course, clay courts, croissants, and cash outs. Tennis's biggest clay court tournament is going on. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's way to serve winners all tournament long. It all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hey, Claude, let's jump Hawk.
WQAM broadcasting live from
And coming back with a little Def Leppard. That's perfect. Give away these Def Leppard tickets. You know this song, Solana?
I do.
Know this song, Crowder?
No.
This gives me like 80s movies vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Def
this
Leppard.
is
Like
yeah.
you finally he finally got the girl at the
Right.
end. And,
This is Kevin Bacon walking down with
the
a
next
shag.
morning. This is like the sun's coming up. He's leaving her house.
Yes.
Def Leppard is coming to Hard Rock Live in October. Here's your final pair of tickets for the week. What caller number do we want to take here?
13 for Big Bam.
For Bam Adebayo. Going to lead this team to the promised land with
Find
or
him
without
a partner.
Giannis.
There we go. Find him a partner.
Caller 13 gets the Def Leppard tickets, 305-567-0560, 305-567-0560. There's some texts that have come in. And by the way, if you hear it ringing, oh no, you haven't, because there's only 10 lines, right?
10 lines.
So do you want to get to caller 13 so you can participate in this segment, or you just want to make people wait?
No, I'll get to call it 13. Do it real quick.
All right.
I've done 77 before, and what's 13?
The Omer Yurtsevin incident.
Oh, y'all almost fought.
There were a lot of texts on the text line. I was just looking at them during the commercial break. Somebody says, my dad did the same as Big Randy, but he had the salt shaker in the other hand. That's Lori. Salt and tomatoes. I mean, all day, all night.
And then once they started making the little sweet tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes,
Oh,
he'd eat them like Skittles.
like candy, right? Yeah.
It's crazy. Man, that's weird to me, but I saw it for years.
Somebody says, Hawk, remember Solana is a Zoomer who orders veggie pizza. See, that's where he thinks the olives are always on the pizza because he gets the veggie pizza. Real men don't get veggie pizza. You get pepperoni.
No.
You get triple pepperoni.
Triple pepperoni, meat.
Triple pepperoni.
And I like pepperoni Cetos, the little cups.
You have to really hate yourself to order triple pepperoni pizza, and I've seen Crowder do it.
I try to make my body work.
Somebody says you've never had a martini. I don't believe I have. I don't think I've ever, because that's garnished with an olive. I don't think I've ever had a martini. You ever order a martini?
Yeah, a dirty martini has olive juice in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
like the
I
little
don't,
salty.
You order
juice.
one? You get a martini?
I'll get it. Like, I'm the guy that drinks what everybody else is drinking. I'm not the guy that, like if 6 people order martinis, I'll grab one too. I'm not going to do old fashioned when the martinis are getting ordered.
Somebody says olives are on a supreme pizza. You're lying. No, I would never order a supreme pizza. First of all, supreme pizza is too much stuff. Hey, pick a side. Yeah. Do you like sausage or do you like pepperoni? Do you want vegetables or not? Like, throw everything on there? Hey, then you don't like pizza.
Nobody has a supreme pizza that has a favorite sports team.
Exactly.
They just want everything.
Yeah, you can't have everything in life, and you can't have it on your pizza.
I'm cheering for the Gators still.
Somebody texts in, your mom didn't bring home olive loaf? No, I don't even know what that is. What's olive loaf?
I'm black. What is an olive
loaf? Is that like bologna? I'm
not
kidding.
Know what. Is it meat or bread?
I think it might be meat.
Yeah, I don't know what olive loaf is.
Do a little.
But you know what? I'm on a school Solana because he keeps talking about how everything's so fishy and fishy.
Oh my God. This olive loaf, it's what I thought it was. It's like a piece of bologna with the olives built in. I'm holding up a picture from Google for Crowder. Look at it. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
So bologna is already nasty. Now we're gonna throw olives in it.
That is vile looking.
Yeah, man. They should have.
People eat this olive loaf. They go, "Hey, Mom, I want an olive loaf sandwich."
They were just trying to feed him.
You've seen olive loaf, Solana? Have you seen olive loaf before?
I've seen olive loaf before. Delicious. Oh,
what?
That looks unbelievable.
I mean, I wouldn't wipe my butt with that. That's disgusting.
Nasty.
So what do you say to your mom, "Hey, I'd like an olive loaf sandwich"?
Yeah. Olive loaf sandwich. Maybe you just throw a little piece of that, a little butter on it, toast it up. Delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Butter.
You fry the meat slice?
You butter a turkey sandwich?
I've never seen an olive loaf. That looked vile.
That's vile looking, right?
Yeah, I was trying to commit to the bit with olives. I don't even really like olives that much. I got to come clean to you guys.
When you were answering the calls there to get the winner, someone had texted in, and I think this is fair. You're a Zoomer, and you order veggie pizza. And that's why you think olives are always on pizza. But real men don't get veggie pizza. You do.
I love veggie pizza. I'll never just eat an olive. Ever. I'll never just take an olive out of the jar.
Boy,
people do that.
Different take than what I heard from you last segment.
People do that. Like sometimes you'll go to a party and they'll just have like a bowl of olives out.
I've seen people ask for like drinks at the bar and they go, "Oh, can you bring me a little cup of olives as well?"
Right.
And they just sit there and they eat the olives.
Yeah.
Nah, that's nasty.
Also, I take issue with anything that has a pit in it. Like in a public setting.
That's why I get the pitless dates.
Right. Watching somebody eat something and then take out the pit, and then they'll stack them on a little napkin at the table.
Yeah.
Gives me the creeps, man. Disgusting. Yeah, I don't really like olives.
Solana, and the Texas brought up this, and I thought about what kind of fish have you eaten? Because I think you're eating like
everything.
Catfish.
No, everything, man. I'm telling you, I've tried it. You name a fish, I've tried it. I
you
promise.
You've had Chilean sea bass.
Chilean sea bass at Bonefish Grill.
That's the sea bass was the sushi that I was thinking of. They have this sea bass sushi that's incredible.
Yeah.
You've had wahoo.
I've had wahoo before.
You've had hogfish. You've had like
Corvina. Salmon.
I wouldn't eat anything named hogfish. That just sounds disgusting.
It is delicious. Snapper, grouper, all of that stuff is nasty to you.
Yeah, but again, I'm not afraid of trying anything. Like I'll try something.
Lie.
Salmon. It's not a lie.
It's a total lie. There's
Why?
no way you've had all those fishes. There's no way. And you are scared of eating fish. It's why you make up the fact that you're allergic to it to get you out of trying it.
I'm looking for names that he don't know that I know he know, like Corvina. I said it, and he was like, "Yes." You don't even know what a Corvina looks like.
I know exactly what a Corvina looks like.
Halibut.
Sure.
Halibut.
Halibut. Tyrese. I have no idea.
Halibut's great, and it does not taste like fish. Like it almost tastes like air.
It's crazy that he's saying it's just so fishy, and no, it's not, bro. You're eating catfish. I won't even eat catfish anymore.
You ever had Jewfish?
They're called Goliath grouper.
Oh, they changed the name?
There
was Jewfish for a long time.
I catch Goliath grouper, Hawk.
Oh, you fish for Jewfish? What do you use for bait?
No. I fish for Goliath grouper, Hawk.
If you say pennies, I'm going to. All right, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is coming up on this Friday. Cheetah Pompano is a great spot to hang out over the weekend. You can watch the games. They got 4 stages of entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida to entertain. There's a lot of stuff coming up. Wednesday, June 17th at Cheetah Pompano, there's a VIP party, House of Desire, sponsored by Sincoro Tequila. Open bar 6:30 till 7:30, gold VIP card giveaway, a carving station 6:30 to 8:30, 2 liquor basket giveaways, $100 bottle specials, and more. It's Wednesday the 17th at Cheetah Pompano. Cheetah Palm Beach is having a sexy Daisy Dukes and Boots party on Wednesday, June 24th. They've got a free Tex-Mex lunch special, 11:30 till 3, $6 Jack Daniels shots, a platinum VIP card giveaway, and a sexy Daisy Dukes contest, 7 p.m. that night with a $500 giveaway. That is Wednesday the 24th at Cheetah Palm Beach. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach, especially the weekend. And make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Any sandwich oblong is going to be better than a circular sandwich. That's just fact.
3.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour on this Friday. You got that big old soccer tournament kicking off on Thursday the 11th. I'm just looking at Funky Buddha's Instagram page. All tournament long, they have soccer ball chalices and refill discounts for all the games. I like drinking out of a chalice.
I do too.
Right?
Yeah,
Legal to drink out of a chalice.
Just makes you feel important.
They've got, during the tournament, $4 pregame Pilsners, $15 pitchers. So pull up a stool, watch any of the matches at Funky Buddha all tournament long. And then this Sunday, they've got the F1 watch party. So it's 8:30 in the morning on Sunday. See what it is here. Monaco. That's in Monaco. That's the Monaco Grand Prix.
That's why
So
I
you
played
can be-
Monaco by Bad Bunny coming in.
Oh, you did?
I did. Or Monaco.
I did not know that.
Monaco.
Well, they've got the Monaco Grand Prix Sunday, 8:30 in the morning. Funky Buddha will be open. They are opening early Sunday. So if you want to watch the race, enjoy a whole bunch of specials, it'll be going off at Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park. And obviously, you're looking for a place to hang out this weekend. We were talking about how hot it is. I mean, it's not hot inside Funky Buddha. You can wear your quarter zip. There's no problem. They got the air conditioning. They got the beer. They got the
So
Pineapple Beach. They got the pregame Pilsner. I mean, they got it all.
With the games in the back, got the ping pong, got the cornhole, man. Funky Buddha's a great time.
I mean, the time of your life.
Yeah.
Time of your life. I just saw on Darren Ravel's Twitter page, the get-in for Monday's Game 3 at Madison Square Garden is now $9,000 for the cheapest seat.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Now imagine, he tweets, like, what this would be. Let's say the Knicks win tonight and Game 4 can be the actual closeout game. Imagine what the ticket prices will be. But for Game 3, $9,000 is the cheapest get-in seat. $40,000 is the cheapest courtside seat right now.
It makes me feel better because Solana, what game did I go to? Nuggets, Heat, that finals.
Yeah, you went to Game 3 of the Nuggets and the Heat when the series was tied 1-1.
$7,000 for 2 seats. And I didn't leave. I sat around. They had to escort me out of the facility because I was like, this is crazy for me and my wife to sit row
You paid
3.
$3,500 a seat. Wow.
$3,500 a seat to sit row 3. And now it's $9,000 to sit in the Solana nosebleed section. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Would
but
you sell yours, Solana, if it was a closeout Game 4 against the Knicks? Let's say it's, couldn't be against the Knicks. Let's say it's next season, Bam and Giannis. Game 4 is at the Kaseya Center, and they're playing, let's say, Wemby in San Antonio.
okay.
Would you sell your seats? You could probably get $4,000 each for your seats. You probably sell your 2 seats for $8,000.
Now that I have a mortgage, that answer is probably a little different. I did not, like my family and I did not sell a single playoff ticket throughout the entire Big 3 run. I don't think there's many season ticket holders who could say that they did not sell a single playoff ticket. But I think it's different, Hawk, with New York. First of all, it's New York.
No, it's different. They've been waiting, this is like Dolphins. This is the
1973,
Dolphins.
right.
Waited longer than the Dolphins.
If the Dolphins were hosting an AFC championship game and you have season tickets, you could probably get something around 5-6 G's for some quality tickets on like the 50-yard line, considering how long it's been since Miami's played in that type of game.
Yep.
I don't know. Would you sell it if you're a Dolphins fan who's been waiting that long for 5 G's? I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of money to turn down, but you've been waiting since what, 1983 4 to play in an AFC championship game?
I would have an easier time selling football tickets than basketball tickets, just because you can see a basketball game better live. Football, it's so much better on TV.
We have a clip when Solana's like he'll never sell his dog, and I was like, I'll give you $100,000. He said, come pick him up.
Yeah.
Like there's a number that you get to where you can't say no.
Right.
That
But what
offer
about
still
10
stands.
grand, 5 grand? Like, we're not talking life-changing money here, but
10 grand? 2 seats for 10 grand?
Right, but
I can see it on TV. I have a 70-inch.
you have to no, you don't. You have to
I
think
do have
about
a 70-inch.
what
Hawk
about
has
the
a
TV?
damn 80. Hawk has an 85 somewhere in this house.
damn straight. And I got big TVs too.
you have to put yourself in the mind of a lunatic fan, which I
Right.
was one. I was one. Like, nothing mattered to me more than LeBron James winning a title with the Miami Heat between 2011 and 2014. I'm talking about like nothing. There wasn't a single thing that was going to keep me from being in that stadium because it was like a pride thing. Like I'm a great fan. I've got to be in the building. And there's Dolphins fans. Think about like Big E.
Big E, all the like they travel, like they have expenditures every year, like they travel. They would not sell tickets, not in a million years.
They would not sell their tickets like these super fans that plan their entire year. They plan their entire life around what day the Dolphins are playing, what time the Dolphins are playing, what city the Dolphins are in. Imagine they have season tickets. Dolphins are hosting, I don't know, the Patriots in the AFC Championship game for the first time in 40 years. You think they're giving up that opportunity to witness them going to a Super Bowl for $8,000, $9,000? I don't think so.
I don't know. If anybody gets in my truck and says it's a nice truck, I say make an offer. How much you think it's worth? You enjoy this truck? How much?
You're not a fan though. Which
Right.
is fine.
You have to no, Solana's right. You have to put your mind into the thought process of a super fan where that really is their existence. I'm not knocking it, by the way. It's nice when you have something that you love that you throw yourself into, whether it's the stock market, it's crypto, it's books, comic books, Magic the Gathering. Like, it's nice when you have something you throw yourself into, and a lot of people throw themselves into sports teams.
And it's why Steph Curry can make $60 million a year. It's what fandom is. Fandom fuels sports. I understand all that. My opinion is like you're saying. I don't think I'm a fan like that. I get upset. I get upset at UF games, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fanatic of sports.
I'll give you guys a great example. Uruguay is playing 2 games in Miami for the World Cup. There's nothing as a sports fan that makes me more emotional and irrational than the Uruguay national team. Like, that's my number one more than anything by a wide margin. You guys know how much I love sports. If Uruguay is playing a World Cup final or in the semifinal of the World Cup, which will be in Miami, or they make it to the final, I'm not kidding. I will be looking to see, like, if I sell my car, how much can I get for my car to buy a ticket for that World Cup final, which is going to be 15 G's.
I will take a bat to your head if you sell your car for a pair of soccer tickets. I will meet you. Sell your car?
Hawk, I'm not kidding. I've already started looking at how much my car costs on like Carvana to see how much I could get in return to buy one ticket to go up to MetLife and watch Uruguay in the slim chance they make the World Cup final. That's not a joke.
He's lying.
I would do it.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, I enjoy sports like the rest of them. I love football, basketball, baseball. But come on now, sell your car, Solana.
I would sell my car. It's a nice car. I would sell my car. I'd probably take out a second mortgage to go watch Uruguay in a World Cup final.
But you said you sell me your dog, no problem.
Yeah, my dog's annoying as hell. Stupid little mutt.
Sell your car, man. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a great idea to me.
I'm just, and honestly, y'all brought it up. Now I'm thinking about the fans I've met through the years, like Lisa. I'm thinking about people I know that are crazy Dolphin fans.
Yeah.
That like their life revolves around
Yes.
Dolphin games. And so, like, I don't think they would sell. And now I'm, reevaluating my stance, because I know there's people that are just like that. What y'all are talking about, where it's everything. Like, Dolphins are everything.
The biggest shock when I was traveling with the Dolphins was how many of the same fans were at the team hotel when we arrived. It's like they know the schedule. They know the team hotel.
People do that with touring acts too, with musicians, touring acts. Right. I'm not kidding you. Like, literally. Yeah, Dan Day.
Dan Day has went on tour with people, but he's not actually on tour. He's just following them around the nation.
But people do that. Like, there are people who just follow acts around from city to city, country to country. I have a friend who has seen Bruce Springsteen 400 times.
And love it.
Loves it.
To be honest,
he's got to have a restraining order. I mean, you see this guy staring at you in the pit 400 times.
Bruce!
I don't understand that one, though. Because, like, I love music and I love certain artists. And I've gone to certain artists multiple times to see them. But to see the same person over 100 times or playing the same tour, the same concert, the same songs, don't you just get sick of listening to that person do the exact same thing?
I would.
But now I'm thinking about myself. I've spent well into the six figures fishing.
Right. That's what I said. Everybody has a thing that they love. I would sell my car if I had a really good feeling about a parlay. But that's my thing.
Yeah. No, I think there's fishing trips I go on that I'm driving to Fort Myers to pay somebody $2,000. And I'm like, is this really, like, what? This doesn't make sense. I don't care if I catch a big snook. But I'm not going to stop on Alligator Alley and turn around.
Right. Now, Barry does that all the time because Barry will do, and he loves catching snook as well. But he'll do that. He'll pay for like an outing with some fishermen. And for me, like, because I could go to a casino. If I lose $800, like, well, I lost $800. I gave it a shot. But you're doing that fishing. Like, you don't know if you're going to catch a thing or not. You don't know if the weather's going to be crappy. Like, it's all a gamble.
Yeah. But if you take 800 and make 8,000, you financially progressed. I'm going to catch a tarpon, take a picture, and throw him back in. But I love it.
I do that with my winnings. I always throw my winnings back. Unintentionally.
Hawk, you wouldn't sell your car to go watch Matt Mervis play in the Mexican League Finals with the Algodoneros de Unión Laguna?
I actually, I sold 3 hats. And that funded my tickets for Matt Mervis in Mexico. I sold 3 baseball hats. eBay. I got $17.
You set.
All right, real quick headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
There happens to be a lot of stuff going on in South Florida and just in general in sports this weekend. You're going to have the French Open women's single final, or really all the finals in the French Open this weekend. On the women's side, there isn't a single notable name or like flashy name in the final. On the men's side, none of the top dogs are in the final. It's been a wacky tournament. You have a Haiti-Peru friendly tonight at New Stadium in the lead up to the World Cup. Haiti's playing in the World Cup. Obviously, there's a huge Haitian population down here, so New Stadium is going to be rocking tonight. You have F1 Grand Prix, like you mentioned, Hawk. And then there's Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight, 8:30 p.m. in San Antonio. The Stanley Cup Finals continue this weekend. Game 3 series shifts back to Vegas. And then Los Marlins are playing a 3-game weekend series. The Tampa Bay Rays are in town. First pitch tonight. You can hear it right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. You'd be upset if I sold my car to watch Uruguay play a World Cup final?
Yeah, I just don't think it's wise at your age. You're engaged. You're getting married soon. Like,
Hawk, I was thinking we're so old. We were talking about being old all week. Like, you're engaged, bro. Don't do that to Valentina.
Sell your car, buy some sour cream old-fashioned donuts.
Bro, you got bigger things to think about than Uruguay soccer.
I don't think I do. Also, I've considered selling her ring, her engagement ring.
That I would do.
And I got to be honest, I'd probably sell both if I could watch Uruguay in a World Cup final. And I don't think you guys understand what we're talking about here. My favorite sports team, there's nothing I'm more passionate about. They'd be playing in a World Cup final, something they haven't done since 1950 in the United States. I mean, that's literally a once-in-a-lifetime moment, opportunity to go watch that, to go witness it. I would never get that opportunity again.
Right, but at some point, I mean, there's a lot of things I would like to experience, but I go, oh, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
I would like to experience this, but I can't afford it. I don't, again, I guess that's the naivete of youth, but I would be like, no, I just can't afford it. I'm not going to sell my car.
And like, to your point, I understand what you're saying, Solana, but like, that's why we've talked about it. I sold all my Super Bowl tickets when I played, because I knew at some point I'm just sitting in a stadium watching a football game, and I can make $8,000 or watch a football game live. Like, I don't think the trade-off's there.
You know what you should do, Solana, if you want to go see Uruguay, clean out your 401k.
Solana, you want to have kids one day, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
And you're going to all be walking to the bus stop to get to the grocery store.
Be worth it, though. Their dad would have watched Uruguay win a World Cup final. Your weather in South Florida, it's hot, it's humid. Tonight the lows are going to drop into the upper 70s. It's around 82, 83 degrees right now in Miami. That's brought to you by our good friends at Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Clay Ferrero is next. I want to tell you first about my good friends and the amazing award-winning team at Doral Kia. Looking for a little car this weekend? Doing a little car shopping? If you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of your Pricito all month long on popular new Kia models like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia this weekend. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia. Mitchell, the Kia boss, will be there. His entire staff, they'll take great care of you. It is a fun experience at Doral Kia. We bought our son his Kia K4 at Doral Kia. They've got easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. You can visit them on the lot there at Doral Kia or start shopping right now at DoralKia.com.
You're listening to the Crowder and Solana Show.